Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. How much do I need for my emergency fund in the Philippines? Let's talk about that today. You know, one of my closest friends over here sent me a photo in my Facebook Messenger. It was a foreigner, and he had a sign around his neck. It says, I'm home, help me, I'm hungry, and said some more stuff. And I said, this will be a good time to talk about an emergency fund, because I don't know of a worse emergency than not having anything to eat or nowhere to sleep. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, because most of us, when we think about emergencies, we're always thinking about like an accident or an illness or something. But there's other things that can happen over here. And by the way, you're responsible for her emergencies too. Whoever that is, your girlfriend, maybe her mother or father, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, I would suggest at least $1,000, 1,000 US dollars. But of course, the more money you have set aside for emergencies, the better. I say 1,000 because that's what I was taught at home in America, is $1,000. And that goes a long way over here. But you gotta practice some self-discipline. It's not gonna help everybody, because some people you just can't help. They've got mental issues, maybe they've got habits they've developed where they're not gonna be able to put that money to the side. This is for everybody else. So the first thing it's gonna do is help you with that return trip home. $1,000 is going to get you close. It at least will get you to the United States. Because even if it doesn't help everything, you're trying to either get help, get well, or buy some time until you can get things figured out. That's what an emergency fund is for. At least 1,000. So my ticket from Manila to Chicago for February 16th, $610. See, now you keep this money in cash, and if you got a bank account over here, debit card, credit card, you want at least 1,000. The more, the better. But it's going to help you with that return trip, because most of us, especially expats, we allow our return ticket to expire. See, I had to buy another ticket. Hell, I've been over here. It's going on 6 years in December. So that's the first emergency. You may have to go home. Hell, you may get sick where the doctor sure can't help you, or a funeral, or you have to take care of some business quick and in a hurry. The second thing is this $1,000 is going to help you with 1 to 2 months expenses over here. You say, Cal, you're crazy. No, I'm talking about rent and something to eat. See, if you've got 30 to 60 days, hell, you should be able to figure something out by then. Did they mess up on your Social Security check? Did your bank account get hacked? Whatever it is, that $1,000 is going to bridge that gap. I would even say, 30 days, but 30 to 60. That's why it's important that you establish a reasonable budget when you first get here. Don't swing for the fences. You don't even know if you're going to like the place or not. So reasonable budget. But I'm talking about food and rent. Some place to stay, something to eat. Okay, I don't know when the last time you been hungry and you didn't have no money. I can tell you about that firsthand. It's nothing to play with. Or you're so sleepy, but you don't have anywhere to sleep. I've been there, done that. But that $1,000 should help you. Remember, we're trying to get well, we're trying to get some help, and we're trying to figure it out. That's what the 1,000 is for. It's to bridge that gap. The next thing is, Hospitalization. This is what everybody worries about. The average emergency room visit in the Philippines is 2,500 pesos. It's about $50 right now. It's the same amount for the average hospital stay for one night. 2,500, that's 50. Doctor visit, 500. So you got some wiggle room there. That's going to get you at least a week to 10 days in the hospital with the doctor, expenses, prescriptions. Okay? So hospitalization, because this is what everybody worries about. We don't think about this other stuff that are just as important. They're emergencies too. Run out of money over here and get hungry. I get sleepy. I need to go home. And it becomes an emergency. Not just an accident or illness. The next one is for a lawyer or bail money. That's why they call it emergency. You never know when it's going to happen. I had to get a lawyer. Y'all remember when I went through those false allegations? It cost me $10,000 just for the lawyer. Okay, that's 10,000 pesos out of, just say, 50,000. But I had it. Imagine if I didn't have it, because I needed a lawyer. I wasn't just going to show up there, by myself. And bail, people get in scrapes, they get in arguments, maybe you're drinking, maybe your girlfriend calls the police on you, whatever it is. Bail usually runs anywhere from 2,000 pesos to 40,000, depending on the offense. Now, some offenses are unbailable, like drugs. So just know which ones are bailable offenses and which ones are not. But that would be good for a lawyer. I know John said when he used a lawyer, he needed some consultation. It was only 1,200 pesos. But you want to have that money for a lawyer or bail money in the event you need it. Okay, or you're involved in a car accident where nobody's hurt, but property damage. I had a subscriber here, the guy that I told you that was acting weird in my guest house. He had a fender bender in Cebu. It cost him 25,000 pesos. That was about $500. You need that money, guys. I promise you, you're going to need it. Establish that discipline. Don't touch that. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to talk about, and you probably are going to say, well, I'm not going to need that, but bribes. Yeah, bribes. Okay, you're going to need that from time to time. And I would use my emergency money for that. It could be something as simple as a traffic ticket, or it can be like my Wi-Fi. The company told me, oh, where your house is located is too far. We don't run the lines that far. Well, we bribed the guy for 3,600 pesos. And now I got some of the best Wi-Fi. It's little things like that you're going to need. Remember, you're in the Philippines, man. It doesn't work the same way that it works in your country. And you're responsible for her emergencies too. Yeah, you're responsible for her emergency. Let her get sick while she's with you. They're going to look for you to pay the bill. Okay? Don't fool yourself. But at least 1,000. The more money you have for emergencies, the better. But at least 1,000 for that return trip. For 1 to 2 months expenses. I'm talking about rent and something to eat. Hospitalization, emergency room, doctor visit, prescriptions. Okay, because emergencies are more than just accidents and illnesses. You may need a lawyer, or you may need to make bail. The 1,000 is going to come in handy. And you're going to need it to pay a bribe every now and then. Remember, the 1,000 may not fix it all the way. We're trying to get you some help. We're trying to get you well. We're trying to fix it. Okay, not really fix it, but you know what I'm saying. So just think about that. This is a very important video. Hell, it's been over 3 years. We're still talking about women. Guys, I can't talk about women on every damn video. There's more to the Philippines and more to this place than women. If you haven't figured that out by now, shoot me a WhatsApp, okay, or an email or a messenger. But I don't need to be making videos about that, guys. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Well, you let your head hit the pillow. Please find somebody to help. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break. See somebody on the street, or wherever you see them. I'm something to eat. I'm something to drink. Give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. Not a day goes by. I don't help somebody. I'm going to help somebody today. I don't know who it is. I don't know where. I don't know when. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people. We help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time.